There's blood in the water. Everybody's bloodthirsty. YouTubers are getting canceled left and right. There's so many things going on right now that I can't even make a video about just one of them. There's just all these updates, and I'm just I'm still tired, Dane. I'm still tired of all this crap. We've been making videos about like Chris Hansen catching predators and pedophiles for a couple of years now, and now it seems like that's like the trend almost. Like if everyone now has like somebody they know in their circle that's talking to underage people and they're getting exposed for it, or they're going out themselves and catching people. Like you just showed me Ryan Garcia, athlete. They're out here like in the street.
This guy
They got this guy right here.
Hey, you little pedophile!
Which good on people for going out there and just embarrassing these people. Like we made our dad video, our Dads Against Predators, where they go out there and take people into public and slap them up.
Yeah,
clean the streets up, I'd say. But unfortunately, we also still got to clean up content creation. Speaking of which, Dr. Disrespect is back. He's made a post where he is seen here playing chess. Whoever's on the side of the picture is playing checkers.
Wow.
And the internet's been just kind of digging into this to where they're saying that chess is played by adults and children commonly play checkers. And it looks like Dr. Disrespect is going the route of you can't cancel me. Like he was like his apology / admitting it tweet that he made was mixed with like, I'm sorry, but also being pretty aggressive about it.
Yeah.
And so now it seems like he's just going full like, nuh-uh. It's like, is this you playing with a minor? It's like, good one, she/her. The internet will never fix your real threat, depression. But pretty much people are saying that he's becoming the real life firecracker from The Boys before our very eyes.
Oh, gosh.
Like there's a community note suggestion here. It's like Dr. Disrespect is playing chess, the game meant for an older audience, and is suggesting his following is playing checkers, a game meant for kids. He's applying to himself. Dr. Disrespect enjoys playing with it. Like people they're just tearing it up, right? They're like, no, you're not doing this. But I've said many times in the past that the way that you don't get canceled is you just don't accept your cancellation, right? And we've seen on the internet there's enough people that love Dr. Disrespect no matter what he does. They could probably murder their mom and they would still watch his content. So he's just going to push through and keep on doing his thing and use the negative publicity, try to spin it positive in the long run.
Yeah, I mean that's the formula, right? The anti-cancellation.
It's like people are still trying to throw him under the bus. He's not like, there's no acknowledgement of anything. It's just like he's playing chess, everyone else is playing checkers. But in other news, Drama Alert says that Chris Tyson leaks taken offline, mysteriously, reason not clear. So a lot of Discord messages and people speaking out against like MrBeast and his production and connecting the two in many different ways. It's been coming out. There's been several videos coming out about it. But the theory is that legal action is being taken. Internet Anarchist posted this is alleged, nothing's confirmed here, but that they're sending out cease and desists for those exposing information related to the Chris and his channel. So it's like it's getting to the point to where it's damaging his brand, it's damaging him making money, right? So
right,
a ceases and desists makes sense if what people are saying is just crazy, it's not true. Which there's been a lot of back and forth. We haven't made a video on it, but people coming out and being like, MrBeast did all this in his videos. He's not a good guy. And then people going like, what are you even talking about? You only worked there for like a week. You don't have any idea that, what you're saying isn't even true. And it's just
I didn't know that about the guy that made the video.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I haven't even like really looked into it that much. So maybe you guys can let me know more about it in the comments. But it just seems like it's like I said, it's like everyone's out to expose everyone right now. So
yeah,
if you get like anyone has any kind of like a little bit of leverage or anything, like they just run with it. So it's I'm like I should be happy because since this channel is like kind of semi like one of those commentary channels where we cover news, it's like it's just free content. Woohoo! Yay! I can make videos about it. But at the same time, it's just exhausting because it's so much stuff is coming out, and then after like a week passes, then you realize that something wasn't even true to begin with, but it's already spread everywhere because people are jumping on it so hard. So it's just like it's kind of mind-numbing, and I'm just like, man. I don't know what to think about all of it.
Well, all I know is YouTubers just need to stop.
Like, I'm all about things getting exposed that need to get, like, if people that are bad people, expose them. Heck yeah. People need to know who they're supporting and who they're watching. But it's that point to where, like, there's so many channels that want to be like the first one to call something out. And then when they call it out, they want to be like, wow, was everyone so quiet about this? And, like, put themselves on a pedestal, and everyone's going to watch the video. Everybody's going to react to the video and everything like that, which fine, fair enough. You went back and like looked at the obvious information that was under everyone's nose the entire time. But it's definitely becoming the current trend to like start digging through everything, trying to find stuff on people. And like it's a mixed bag is I guess what I'm getting at. Some people are like, yeah, get them. And then some people you're like, I don't know. Which brings me to Charlie. Charlie's had some recent controversy.
Oh, has he?
They had an update on the official podcast Patreon that says, goodbye, Charlie. And it says, effective immediately, Charlie has made the decision to leave both the official podcast and Red Thread. He wants to go on an indefinite hiatus to scale back his time spent on the internet. We obviously wish him the best, and everyone respects his decisions. For all to know, the show will always be open for him to drop by, talk show you wish to return. And it's not that he's getting canceled. It's his own decision. They're not kicking him off the podcast. But what happened with Charlie is that Charlie made a video that was like that went hard at Sneeko, and then Sneeko challenged Charlie to a debate, right? Mm-hmm. And so they made a I think it was a stream where they were debating each other, and there were a couple of clips that came out of it. But Charlie's getting he's getting the worst of it in the exchange.
Really? He's getting the worst of it, considering Sneeko is Sneeko.
Well, okay, so people have been going after Sneeko for like years now. Like Sneeko's like one of the internet punching bags, and he never leaves. But nobody's really had that much of a reason to go after Charlie because Charlie usually plays it. I mean, usually plays it pretty safe, right? It's talk about something, but kind of joke about it. But they were debating, and Sneeko asked a loaded question. And Charlie answered it, and the internet is running with it.
Do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it, and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, if I'm 16... and I personally want to marry this girl. She's beautiful. She's 21 years old. Her family wants to do it. My family wants to do it. You're saying I can't do that. We're both consenting. I'm ready to go. I'm physically mature. But I'm not allowed to marry because Moy says that woman's a pedophile. But if then the next day I leave it, I'm depressed, I want to cut my penis off, I can go right into the clinic, snip it off, and start taking HRT like Chris Tyson. That's a society that makes sense to you?
It is. I believe everyone has I believe everyone has the right to do with their body what they want.
So, congratulations to Sneeko in that for getting Charlie to answer like. I mean, to be honest, there's no way to go either way with questions like that and come out on top. But yeah, and so. I'm digging for the clips, but the other part of it is that like Sneeko doesn't believe in the age of consent as well. But he's been getting beat up over that for years. Are you all right, Dane? You throwing cans?
That's how mad Sneeko makes me.
So this is another part of the debate right here. Actually, I found it.
Do you think it is okay for? I'm not talking about just you specifically anymore. Anyone? Do you think it's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
A 21-year-old, if there was a marriage where the father consented and the daughter consented, and it was both good on both families and they wanted to do it, why am I going to get involved? Why should we get the government involved?
Well,
why would I tell them if everybody's consenting, if everybody's okay with it, if the parents are okay with it, If nobody's being harmed, if it's going to be okay, if they're both abiding by the rules and they're not hurting each other, why not?
But they're still, like, they're at best a sophomore in high school. They can't consent to something like that. Like, do you...
That sounds like Sneeko being Sneeko.
So the debate was like kind of just... it was a tough one, right? Because I like Charlie and everything. Everybody knows I've been a fan of Charlie. But YouTubers are YouTubers and our content creators are content creators, and we're just not the smartest bunch. So watching them debate these topics was painful. But yeah, more people are going after Charlie because, like I said, Sneeko is like, it's like low hanging fruit, right? Like,
Exactly.
No matter how much you beat up Sneeko,
Sneeko.
he doesn't go anywhere. So Charlie having something that people can be mad at him about, like they're dogpiling on him, and he's not quitting his YouTube channel or anything like that, but he is getting off these podcasts. And Sneeko actually had a response to that. So Sneeko said that Moist Critical put out a statement saying he's quitting the internet after our debate. For years, everyone has seen cancel culture attack me, and I've never quit. My advice: never take a break and never show weakness. Keep your head up, brother. Moist Critical.
Wow.
So, he's quitting the internet, and it's because of the debate. The whole debate was it's just bad takes left and right. I can't be like, oh, well, maybe Charlie said that with the whatever. It's just the whole thing. Boo, boo. and the whole the age of consent thing. We even go back to Dr. Disrespect, like the rumor. It's not even confirmed of who he talked to. Like, oh, she was 17, and people trying to move the goalpost in that direction. There just needs an age of consent is like by state and everything as well. Like if you're living this state, that's the age of this, which still, to my understanding, still involves like a parent's decision, right?
Right.
There needs to be like a default age for all the states so that we can just stop moving the line around for that. And then, but to keep it going though, there was another thing that happened with Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
To where his cameraman was exposed for messaging a 17-year-old.
Apparently in 2021, this nigga was caught talking to somebody that's not the age of consent. She ended up saying her age, said she was 17. Right at that moment, you're supposed to stop texting. Right at that moment, you're supposed to drop all conversation. Anything that's below the age of consent, you're not supposed to talk to them. It is not cool.
So it's just, it's everywhere. Like it's everywhere, man.
Garbage.
So yeah, to summarize, we got MrBeast and those guys are on legal cleanup duty. They're going through and getting stuff removed, which people are going to try. I guess they're going to try to spin it as like, he's trying to cover things up, but it also could just be cease and desist of just incorrect information. That one's That one's kind of out there still. Dr. Disrespect's coming back, and he don't care what you think. He's people are saying he's going the right wing way with it. You can't cancel him until he wants to be canceled. Sneeko and Charlie had their debate with some bad takes, and Charlie's getting the worst of it, and Kai had connections with a guy who was obviously the dude's fired and he's gone, but. Yeah, it's messaging someone under the age and they say how old they actually are. That's I get it. Like if you're talking to someone and they're like, oh, I'm 19. And you're like, oh, hey, yeah, what's up? And then they're like, just kidding, I'm 17. Then you go, no, that's where you stop. But I guess dude was just in too deep and he just kept going. But then on the nice side of things, like we saw like the Ryan Garcia video we took a peek at, like more and more channels are starting to make content out of exposing predators, and it's a mixed bag of whether it's good or bad, because you also got a lot of teenagers that are trying to copy that without doing any kind of due diligence at all. They're just like going up to people randomly and be like, this guy's a pedophile, and like filming it.
Yeah.
So that's like the negative part that happens with this kind of thing. But
yeah, that's wow, that's garbage.
Yeah, it's no good. That ain't no good. But anyways, this has been a ramble on a catch-up of what's been going on kind of on the internet. Almost at a glance, because I just opened up my Twitter today and was like, kind of threw up a little bit. So yeah, Let me know what you think about all that. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. So toast my friends. I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.